Hey everybody, it's Paul here from Blossom. It's Wednesday, it's distribution day. Guys, I'm excited. I know that a lot of the distributions have already been posted on Blossom, but I want to go over the different ETFs that I have that pay out this Friday. And I also want to go over some of the reasons why I own these ETFs, such as Yieldmax, Defiance, and Roundhill. And I want to go over the more specifics on the ETFs that I have and what they're paying. But before that, guys, I want to give a shout out to Sean, who is the other person in our little picture. He's the bearded guy. He's done a few videos. He's done quite a few more recently, talking about how he finally got to $1,000 a month distributions. This was huge for him. He was initially hoping to get there by December. Then he thought he got to that mark, but MST cut back their distribution by 5 cents, so pulled him back again. But he didn't get disappointed. He just contributed some more money to his portfolio, reinvested his dividends, and he finally hit that $1,000 mark. Sean initially was, he was investing, but he wasn't really taking it that seriously until he hit about $800 a month. And then he finally realized that maybe there was some potential for him to grow his portfolio over the next maybe 5 to 8 years and retire at the age of 60. So he's really excited now. And I feel like he's so committed to it that I think he's going to actually beat his goal and be able to retire earlier. Anyways, guys, I did a little something different this week. I'm not outside like I normally am. And I put together a couple of things for you to see. So first of all, guys, it's distribution announcement day. For myself, I have Yieldmax, I have Roundhill and Defiance. Now, people have asked me, why am I invested in these funds? So, one of the reasons is first to market. Yieldmax was the leader in many innovative income ETFs. As everybody knows, maybe a little over 2 years ago, they came out with TSLY and OARC. They were the first two single stock ETFs, and the distribution yields were crazy. They were really high. A lot of people jumped on them initially, and I didn't. So after a while, I kind of had some FOMO, and I decided to jump on them. Was it the right thing to do? I don't know, because unfortunately, due to the wild swings of Tesla, TSLY has come down quite a bit. Anyways, guys, the second reason is weekly paying. Roundhill was the first to introduce weekly distributions with their QDTE, XDTE, and RDTE ETFs. So initially, I decided to jump into QDTE, assuming it would have the highest distribution. RDT seemed to be beating it, so I bought that one. Unfortunately, I kind of bought it on a high, and then it came down a little bit. So it took me about a year to break even, and I finally decided just to get rid of it. Third reason, guys, is innovative. Defiance, they claim that QQQY was the first put-right ETF using daily options to seek enhanced yield for investors. So again, Defiance was kind of promising really high yields, and they were talking about that even if the share price declined, you have to look at total returns, and it did come down quite a bit. I think a lot of retail investors were very upset. So they have changed the strategy a little bit, and it seems to have smoothed things out with some lower yields, but more consistent NAV stability or share price stability. The fourth reason, you got a fund like ULTY came out. It's an ultra option income strategy. Again, high yields, everybody's excited. It's going to pay so much. But again, it came down quite a bit. And, it wasn't until this year around April, May that it leveled off and started to improve after they changed the strategies. So unfortunately, guys, there is a learning curve to this process, right? Especially when you got companies that are trying to be innovative and they're trying to put out such high yields. So in short, I was trying to take advantage of all these new high income ETFs. And, bear in mind, guys, that at the time, some of the newer Harvest and Evolve ETFs, Hamilton ETFs, some of the single stock ETFs were not out yet. So those options were not available at the time. All right, guys, I decided to throw away my pen and paper because it was getting to be too much every week trying to write down all my positions and what they were paying that week and calculating out the math and converting it to to Canadian dollars from US. So I put together an Excel spreadsheet, and it kind of looks like this. You can see down the left side, I have my positions, right? I have ULTY, Yieldmax, YMAG, QDTE, QQQY, WDTE, and you can see how many shares I have. I guess ULTY and Yieldmax being my largest positions. Now this week, ULTY, once again, people are going to get mad at me when I say ULTY's going strong, but another 9 cents. So I'm not complaining about that one. It's my highest payer. Yieldmax, I am not happy about. I really wish it was paying, maybe 15 cents or higher would be great. YMAG, did pretty good. This is a lot better than when it was dropping below 10 cents. So almost 14 cents is good. QDTE, I would like to see it a little bit higher than 20 cents. QQQY outperformed WDT this week, so it did pretty good. Now this is the ETF that I've decided to start adding to. I used to only have, I think, 25 shares, and now I'm up to 34. So I'm going to keep buying every week until I average my costs down and my distributions go high enough that I break even, and then I'm going to decide what to do with it. So this week from Group C, I only have Coney, but I do have 420 shares. Unfortunately, it's a $7 ETF now, so it's only paying 45 cents, but I am getting 189 US, which is 258 Canadian. So all totaled up, I'm going to get 784 this Friday. So that will bring my September balance up to $900. So guys, even though I'm not hitting the $1,000 a week mark that I would really like to be hitting, I guess these ETFs are either underperforming, or maybe the volatility is not there, or some of their NAVs have come down, so they're not producing as much income as they used to. But again, almost $800. I'm not going to complain. It's adding to my monthly total. I need about $4,000 to $5,000 a month to pay my bills. By the time the 8th or 9th of the month comes around, I'm sitting close to $8,000. And now with this payment, I'm up to $9,000. So I have $1,000 to go for me to hit 2 months in a row of over $10,000. Now with these weekly distributions, I probably won't get there. But luckily, I still have AIPI and I still have FEPI. So between those two, it should hopefully will bring in about 250 Canadian, maybe 300 Canadian, and that'll get me a little bit closer. And then depending on next week's distributions, we'll see if I can break $10,000. Sometimes you don't, sometimes you're aiming for a goal, but you don't get there. But you know what? You keep working on it. And, the month afterwards, you hit that goal. All right, guys. So keep working at your portfolios. Hope to see you all at the Blossom event this Sunday. Anybody who's in the GTA or anybody who's flying in, Sean and I will be there. We hope to meet a lot of you and have some discussions about our portfolios. All right, guys. So have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Bye for now.